Hey everybody, Mrs. Norris here. So you just watched two quick videos that sort of gave you an overview of how to go from your document reading, which you've been doing for the last couple of days, to take that information and put it into an essay. So I'm just going to kind of look at it a little bit more in depth with you before you get started. And then when you are done, you will write the final essay on your own. Now, I want to make sure that you're completing each step as you move along. So know that at the end of this assignment, you're going to have 4 screenshots that you need to submit. And the file names of those screenshots are here. So you're going to take one picture of the first activity, which is the bucketing, and then one of the unpacking, one of the guided essay, and then one of the final essay. Now, I'm going to go over the nuts and bolts as I'm walking you through this. So just pay attention to the things that I'm going to be asking you for within this essay. All right. So I already am logged into DBQ online. I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And then you can see what I'm doing while also watching this tutorial. So my entire essay, or I'm sorry, my DBQ up to the essay writing point is finished. Now I'm not going to tell you how I would answer this. So whether I agree that the U.S. was justified or not, not going to tell you that piece because I don't want it to influence your thoughts when writing your essay, but I'm going to do my best to give you as much of an example up to that point. So my hook is done. My background essay is done. And as you can see, it's very well marked up. And the more marking up that I did, the more notes that I took, the easier it's going to be for me when it does come to the guided essay and the actual essay itself. Okay, so I've done my pre-bucketing, and then I have each of my documents finished. I don't know why it turned gray here. Okay. Document C, and then document D. All my answers are finished here. Now, now we get to the bucketing piece. So now we're on the essay builder. And as she talked about in the mini tutorials that you watched before this, what you put in your buckets up here should just be 1 or 2 words. It's kind of like the hashtags that we've been using, and these would be the hashtags for each of your body paragraphs. So here's body paragraph 1, 2, and 3. Now down at the bottom in our chicken foot, as they call it, where the longer line is, that should be your answer to the question, was the United States justified in going to war with Mexico? So either it's going to say the United States was not justified in going to war with Mexico, or it's going to say the United States was justified in going to war with Mexico. So before you continue on, can you pause this tutorial and write your claim in the box here? All right, so you've written your claim, so it either says that they were justified or they were not. Now, the bucket, as you can see, the titles that I've given the buckets are now showing up down at the bottom. And as she said in her tutorial, the one that is the most important, that has the most information that you can write about the most, you're going to want that to be your last one. Okay. So whatever one you think has the most information that you can write the most about, you want to put that last. So if I felt like this was the last one, then I would put it here. Okay, so I can just click and drag them around the way that she showed us in the video. The other thing too, and I felt like she went fairly quickly through this, so I did want to show it to you again. You're going to be dragging these over to the bucket that they go with, where you can use that information to support your claim. Okay, now if you want to know what the document said, if you need that reminder, you can click on it here, and it will show you all the notes that you made and your answers to the questions. Okay. So once you've decided, then you'll distribute these here. All right. And then as she showed you in the video, you're going to use that information and you're just going to be making notes here. So these aren't complete sentences. These are just notes based on the documents that you used for each of these buckets. Okay. And then again, as she showed you in the next one, you'll start putting your paragraphs together. So we have our introductory paragraph, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, which would go with bucket 1, and then bucket 2, and then body paragraph 3, which would go with bucket 3, and then finally our conclusion. Okay, so again, you're going to want to outline your information here, and then the more that you outline here, make sure you're using your source information according to document C. It says that you're applying your quotes, all the things that you know how to do as an 8th grader to write one of these DBQ essays, include that here. And then when you are done with all of this, the more information that you're able to fill out, that information will be in your essay. Okay. So again, this was just sort of a little bit of a more in-depth picture of what you're going to be doing in this essay builder. Now remember, as you are moving along, you're taking screenshots. So once I'm done with this page, I'm going to take a screenshot of it and I'm going to label it with my first and last name and bucketing. Okay. Once I'm done with this page, I'm going to take a screenshot of it. And again, first and last name, unpacking. And then moving along, I don't need to see the entire thing. I just need to see that you've finished it, and I can look on my end if you did all of it. So this lets me know that you're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a picture of the top. Don't worry about trying to fit it all in. Just this first piece here. Label it with your first and last name and guided essay. And then this, when this is done, this will show me that this got completed as well. So once your final essay, make sure you don't have any spelling or grammar errors, that everything is the way that it should be to turn in a final essay, and then take a screenshot of this and label it with your first and last name, final essay. All the screenshots do is let me know that you've been doing each step, not skipping any. And then when I see the final essay, that will let me know that I need to go to the DBQ online resource and check your work, give you feedback, stuff like that. Okay, so again, remember, you are going to be taking screenshots of each of these with the file names that you see here. And then when your essay is done, you've checked the grammar, you've made sure the wording is how you want it to be, you've made sure that you've labeled where your information came from, doc A, doc B, and so on. You've used your quotation marks, you've done all the things that you know how to do to write a DBQ, and then make sure you save it and send it to me, and then I can give you feedback for your information. In Canvas, you'll submit each of these screenshots to me as well to get a grade in Canvas for finishing the activity.